Come on, do Nazi stuff.
Look out for Charlie.
I don't need to make a video about, Bondi Beach or what happened at Brown University where, 2,000 cameras that surveil the entire area like Vegas stopped working or weren't working, all of that. I don't even need to waste the time to do it unless something slips by that people don't notice that I need to point out to people. I'm not even going to waste the time going into that stuff. I'm just not doing it anymore unless there's a key point that people are missing. But I want to go back to something that I was talking about almost exactly a year ago. A year and a week ago. And that is a planted manifesto that I had found online. Now, immediately when I posted this, these sock puppets that I have carried on conversations with and been in contact with one way or another for years immediately came out claiming that I AI'd it and I faked it. They're saying that I did it. And what happened was pretty weird because one of the accounts that contacted me and started, saying, you faked this is bullshit, whatever. It appeared as though they used the wrong account to leave that comment and then quickly blocked me. It was very weird. This is kind of getting off subject, but I just want to say that led to a lot of information. And I will get into that at another time. But here I'm going to prove to you that this manifesto was totally real. And it was either planted by somebody or it was planted by a party or organization or a group of people hoping that it would do something, but then it was decided to quickly take it down. So what I had done is I had used another search engine to find it, right? The first time. Then when I went to go back and prove that it was there, it had been scrubbed off the web. This all happened in like 10 minutes, like right after I found it. Right after the event happened. I found it. I went to document it as best as I could. And I think I had grabbed one screen cap at that point. And it had been scrubbed. So when I went back, this was the page that I saw. Page not found, right? So I immediately went to the Wayback Machine and started looking. Now, here was the original page. It was color, white background, color. And when I went there, it had this page, Healthcare and Its Victims, and when you went down, it had the illusion of care, all this crap. Now, I'm not saying that this is real. I'm saying that it was planted, a planted manifesto, right? The human cost of indifference, a call to arms, blah, 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 my legacy and your responsibility. And then at the end, let me pull this down here. In raw desperation, and with a sliver of hope, signed Luigi Mangione, or Mangione. Okay, so what happened was there were two versions of this. Let me show you the other one. Then it changed to black, and it was just black with no artwork, Healthcare and Its Victims, right? And it had the illusion of care, the same thing, but the entire look of it had been changed, just aesthetically. And when you went down, it had the same thing at the end, in raw desperation and with a sliver of hope, Luigi Mangione. So, the more I looked into it, the weirder it got. To show you that this was really up, this was on Yandex, and this was, I typed in Pep Mangione, or Mangione, and here it is, right there, Luigi Mangione, software engineer. It says, I'm actively seeking software engineering opportunities with both an MSE and BSE in computer science from the University of Pennsylvania. Then the next page shows an offshoot of the original site, Healthcare and Its Victims. These completely vanished. Now, here is what's weird. I caught those screen captures immediately. They were on the 9th of December, okay? And when you look at the screen captures, there are tons of snapshots. And when you actually go to click on these snapshots now at the Wayback Machine, they're completely scrubbed. There's nothing there. So it appears that even Wayback Machine, at someone's behest, is scrubbing information from here. Because all of these captures have been totally scrubbed. And I just wanted to show that this was a real thing that I found. I didn't, type this into AI, because this is what these sock puppets were accusing me of. They were saying that I'd made this and put it on the internet for like clout or something. It's like ridiculous. But it really did exist, but none of these screen captures actually show up. So the website was scrubbed, and then it appears that the Wayback Machine was scrubbed at the behest of somebody, right? It's very, very weird. So what is going on here? It appears as though this manifesto was planted by somebody. I doubt it was really him, but it appears as though it was planted and then at the last minute it was pulled. Or it was planted by an agency and then somebody else scrubbed it, not realizing what they were doing. Then they had to go back and scrub even the Wayback Machine. So this shows that even the Wayback Machine can be scrubbed, which is pretty bizarre. Also, let's talk about how he was caught for a minute, now that all this crap has died down, so we can talk clearly. Listen, there's a thing called parallel construction. And what they do with parallel construction is they hide the way that information comes in. They want you to believe that some old man recognized Luigi Mangione at a McDonald's, right? And recognized him and called it in because he just happened to recognize him. Doubt it. There's probably facial recognition technology. And if you think a mask does anything, it doesn't. And they have to hide the way this information comes in. So they say, oh, somebody called. That's what happens with these welfare checks and crap like that. They'll have people knocking on your door claiming they got a call when it was probably either AI or some other database that spit your name out for some nefarious reason, But for some reason, they are going back and they are scrubbing the scrub, which is just mind-blowing to me. So, going back, McDonald's is probably fused in to fusion centers and law enforcement centers with facial recognition cameras, and that's not going to come out until it comes out. Just like the parallel construction with the cases where they were pulling people over. They're still doing this, but they were using chat rooms to pull people over, and the only reason why it came out is because they got caught.
Imagine that a law-abiding, completely innocent Texas oil field worker is just driving to a worksite and back one day, and his government, who is spying on him from some secret base somewhere, where a spy named Kiki is wondering why is he making that trip in one day as opposed to two.
There's somebody named Kiki that is relaying officers information about vehicles. Like here, that silver Acura and blue Ford. They're relaying camera information, all of this. And the name of the user is Kiki. We don't even know if that's a real person or a chat bot talking to these cops, and these cops think they're talking to a real person. We have no idea. So what I'm getting at is a mask doesn't do anything. Some old man didn't recognize him from the eyes up or whatever in a McDonald's. They're trying to hide parallel construction. And it's strange that this website was totally scrubbed, and even the Wayback Machine was scrubbed as well. It's just bizarre. That's it for now.
I've seen this before. Who is that?
It's the guy.
What guy?
The guy we were trying to get to do Nazi stuff. Come on, do Nazi stuff.
Oh yeah. Still haven't been able to get him to do Nazi stuff.
No, but we keep trying.
Look out for Charlie.
I wonder if he'd be willing to do just a little bit of Nazi stuff.